Right now, Florida has one of the highest rates of new HIV diagnoses in the nation, but now an estimated 16,000 Floridians just lost access to HIV and AIDS medications over the weekend. I'm Tanika Hughes.
I'm Ben Becker. It came after an emergency rule coming from the Florida Department of Health to reduce funding. Now, Action News Jack's Yona Gavino is live, and Yona, a local advocate and his clinic that provides care are now scrambling.
Ben, right now the way it works is you can still get your HIV medication at, say, local nonprofits or a Walgreens or a CVS like this one behind me. That is if you have insurance. But let's say if you don't have insurance or if you are lower income, this is a matter of survival.
I feel helpless.
Reza Health Vice President Justin Bell has HIV.
2007 was the diagnosis, but the transmission it was in 2001 through a medical procedure.
ADAP, or the AIDS Drug Assistance Program, covered his medications.
It's probably one of those 5 things that helped save my life and allowed me to thrive.
The new Florida Department of Health rule cut subsidies, slashing funding for ADAP and changing the criteria for who's eligible.
The income was about $62,000. Now that income has to be about $22,000.
News of the policy change is a bitter pill to swallow for hundreds of patients with HIV who rely on Biktarvy. The emergency rule also limits coverage of Biktarvy, the once-a-day medication thousands of Floridians in ADAP depend on. So Biktarvy will be affected, and how much does Biktarvy cost even out of pocket?
But in my own research, the cost of Biktarvy is around $7,500.
For many patients, this isn't just about dollars. It's about whether they can afford to keep living. We reached out to the Department of Health to ask why the income levels for ADAP eligibility changed, but we did not hear back in time for this story. And the next step, if you do want information, will be at this AIDS walk. Here's a flyer for it. It's happening on Saturday, March 14th at A. Philip Randolph Park. And at this free event, there will be more education and information for anyone in that community or anyone really who has been affected by this state's policy change. For local coverage, you can count on Live in Jacksonville. Yona Gavino, Action News Jax.